Hey everyone, it's Dave here from Band of Badgers, and extremely excited to say that here it is. This is the Alien Heart of Darkness, direct from Freeleague. It is out now to purchase. You can go to freeleaguepublishing.com, where this edition is going to cost you around £25, £26 and change maybe. It's under 30 quid anyway. As you can see, it's nice and shiny. It's a box edition. It's sealed. This is my. I haven't had a chance to have a look, so I'm going to be doing it on camera, which is never a good thing to do. So let's get the scissors. We're getting into this. Whoops! As I say, as I'm filming this is November, but this November 2022. But this edition was released, went live, I should say, in October 2022. And I've just got around to doing it. Now we are actually playing this game. And hopefully at some point those videos will go up on our YouTube channel, so keep a lookout for that. Please do like and subscribe. Remember to do that. Please do. Every little helps. But if you would like to, we also spoke with Andrew E.C. Gasker. We did an interview with him. He was kind enough to come on our channel. We hung out and we spoke about all of the stuff, crazy stuff to do with Heart of Darkness. You can see that interview up here. I'm going to wag my finger so we know where to put the link. The link should hopefully pop up on the screen at some point. Do go check out. It's a great interview. He is filled with so much information about this stuff. But anyway, this is the latest edition. But look at that artwork. You can see the alien head there with the map coming out. We've got some space going on. We've got a space station and... ooh, we got a black hole. So we've got Alien role-playing game. But let's check out the back first. I'm going to zoom in. Let's see how this comes out. Hopefully you can see that okay. Let's get it more in the middle. There we go. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more so it's easier to read. Interface 3301, Wellingtoni from Network Canon Code, blah, 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 blah. You know what this is. If you're a fan of Alien, this is the computer screen. Awaiting acknowledgement. Services required. The company found a new life form, and they want you to study it. Their offers uncharacteristically generous. You catalogue this organism, determine how they can use it, and bring it back so they can slap their patent on it. Ooh dear. Fairly routine stuff. In exchange, they'll hook you up with a cushy corporate department head position, secure you a book deal, oh yeah, what if it's published by Freeleague, and make sure the institute of your choice gives you tenure. Did I mention the money? There's a lot of it. Simple survey, sample, and analysis job. Seem too good to be true. Of course it is. Heart of Darkness is a complete cinematic scenario for the Alien role-playing game, written by sci-fi novelist Andrew E.C. Gasker, who is an absolute dream. It is a standalone adventure, but also serves as a conclusion to the Draconis Strain saga that begun in the cinematic scenario Chariot of the Gods and continued in Destroyer of Worlds. Now, if you're a fan of Alien, or if you didn't know, Chariot of the Gods is from their starter box. The starter box is fantastic. You get everything in there that you need. It really is. If you're familiar with D&D starter box and the essential kit, it's that kind of box size. But you get tons of stuff in there. Plus, you get all the dice you need. The scenario is designed for 3 to 5 players, plus the game mother, not the dungeon master, not the game master, but you get to be mother, and is a spiraling descent into a soul-crushing madness. This box set, it's a skinny box set, but these are lovely. The Heart of Darkness scenario book, a huge double-sided poster, or double-sided map, of the Erebos Plasma trawling space station, 7 pre-generated characters to choose from, custom cards for weapons, secret messages, and personal agendas, player maps, and handouts. And it does say, note the Alien RPG core rulebook, or the Alien RPG starter set, because you get like a cut down version of the core rulebook, which is about like an inch thick, but you get a cut down version of the basic rules, is required to play Heart of Darkness. Now, let's get into this a little bit more. I'm keen to see what's inside. It's always beautiful. It always like feels like matte silk. There's a matte finish on this thing. As you can see, it is a skinny box, look. What's that, about ½ an inch, I guess, maybe? I don't know. I just want to get inside. I can hear things tumbling around in there. There we go. Right, the box. It is just a box. Box to one side. Let's chuck that on the floor. Here we go. Right, we get some gel. Let's get rid of that. We get a games catalogue. Let's see if this has been updated. Anything new? There is. That is the Alien starter set, by the way. So that is a huge amount of value for money. And you get the GM shield, GM screen as well, and the Avenger Chapter Gods. You get a cut down of the rules, all the cards. You get 2 sets of dice, yellow and black. Black is your standard dice, yellow is your stress dice. The One Ring. This is also the starter box set. We've got Towers from the Loop, Forbidden Lands. This is something we haven't yet done, and I'm still mean to do it. We've been playing Simba Room, and Simba Room will be going on YouTube at some point. But we've been playing Simba Room, and it's beautiful. This is kind of like small bit slightly bigger than A5 books, but they really kind of take me back. It says classic fantasy role playing. It really, really is. Twilight 2000, great game. Simba Room. This is what I'm in love with at the moment. Been playing a lot of this, and just fantastic books to read. There's a whole. Some of these are you got a game rules, monster manual, rule book. That's fine. And then you got the adventures. And they all kind of lean into each other. Vezin or Vezin. Morkborg. Coriolis. Mutant Year Zero. And Tales from the Loop. The board game. Right, let's have a look. We've got some cards. We'll come back to those. Story cards. Okay, so they're all a bit of a mix in there. Remember to bring some elastic bands. Heart of Darkness. It's a again, look, nice feel to it. What we got? About 80 pages. Really, really nice. We'll have a proper look in a second. We'll still dig all the bits out. Here's our character sheets. Now you can actually go to the website, go to freeleaguepublishing.com, and you can download printable versions of the PDFs. Bits without it's a star map. It's basically black with white dots. It's stars. But there's a white version, or PDF version, if you like. So you don't have to use up all the ink. Lark. So you got a kind of personal final breakdown on one side, character sheet, pre-filled in fake handwriting, but handy for your breakdown. But it does come in handy. Okay, Ijiri. This is my character. This is my character that I'm playing at the moment. It's nice to have the actual character sheet, so I can. I've actually done my character sheet. Where's my character sheet? My character sheet is. Here we go. I won't show you my game notes. There's my character sheet. There you go. So it's exactly the same layout. Tetsuo Ijiri. Boom. Right. Jabakowski, Hedenstrom. There's a bit of a spoiler there. Cool. Great stuff. Okay. We've got Navarre. So we've got Ijiri is the medic. Does it say? Well, it doesn't seem to say. Oh, yeah, on the back. Medic. Lark is the psychologist. We'll go into more detail in these anyway. Sajad, Drabikowski, Hedenstrom, Lugar, and some handouts. Nice. Haven't seen the handouts before, I don't think. These are nice. Clerk's report, network exchange, stream analysis, and a post-it note. Cool. Trying to get these out of the box. There we go. Oh, it's 2 maps. Here's the Turon. The US CSS Kronos. This is the lifeboat. And we'll go into that in a sec. The US CSS Satahina. Cool. The Erebos station. And this is big. This is a big kind of A2 fold-out poster. There's never a good way to showcase these. I need to find a better way to do it because it's just big. It's huge. Now, what I do know from playing our current game is that we're somewhere down here. We've just been in here. We've been in here. We found something there. We've been down this corridor. That's where we are. We're in this area. So that is interesting. And that's the bottom of the box. So let's go through these again. I'm just going to have a look at the book first, and then we'll come back. We'll come back to the box. So I just want to have a quick flick through. It's weird. It's always difficult to do an unboxing with a book, but I want to show you some. Oh, look at that again. You've got to. You don't have to be a fan of Alien to appreciate this book, but it's so nice. So nice. Here we go. It's a little too close. So story cards, just like Destroy Worlds, Heart Darkness uses story cards. A story card is similar to a personal agenda, but it's handed out to a player when a specific event in the scenario triggers it. Aha! Right. I know you can't see this. I'm not going to like go into detail and talk about bits and pieces. I'm just going to have a kind of a flick through to check out the artwork, check out the layout, what else is in here. The 26 Draconis system. 26 Draconis was a trinary star system composed of 2 orange giants and 1 red dwarf. 75 years ago, the ill-fated Kronos mission visited the system's uninhabitable planet, LV 1113, and stranded half the crew there. Chariot of the Gods. See, so this is what I mean about this is where we need to get to with some of these. Oh, look at that. Here we got, here we go. Again, if you're familiar with the Alien films, you get a lot of quotes in this book. You're saying we get something inside, there's no way it can get out. That's right. No fucking way. Ellen Ripley. Yeah. Erebus Station. Life on the Rim. Black hole. So we've got black hole there. Again, really, really nice. Distortion disorder. Again, you get stress dice. What effect can happen? Roll it on a dice. What the hell is really going on? Again, great artwork. The perfect plan. Oh, and there it is, folks. We were talking about this. There's Adrienne. We were talking about this with Andrew, who's Andrew Gasco is the writer, and this image filled me with fright because there you go. Kat has brought back one of the squid face hugger thingies. Not a face hugger. This is more from Prometheus, but look, she's bringing it back. Oh, you know, it's just full of. And the artwork is based on Andrew's cat. So his cat got to be in there. We've got Grey, we've got Webb. See that? Non-player characters. The cat. A tuxedo cat. Station mascot. Personality. Gluttonous. Fantastic. So we've got some characters here. We've got Stykes. We've got Hobbs. Crash. Who's the android? And an android. And we've got some criminals there. because it's a prison space station. I do like the breakdowns as well. So here's the Erebos space station. Really, really nice. Really detailed. It's just enough detail to get you across. The observatory. Protect Ally. Health and Wellness Center. And there's the cell blocks. So it's big. I mean, you can literally explore all of these. And you do different sections depending on the chapters of the book and how you want to do, how you want to go. Ooh. Look at that. That is creepy as hell. I mean, the camera never picks it up properly. It never really does it justice, but look at that. Beautiful and horrifying at the same time, which is probably not a good thing to say. It's what most of the androids say before they go wrong. Here's the Chiron. This is the space lab. Really, really cool. And everything is broken down into these sections. So there are chapters, or if you like, scenarios that you can break through. I mean, there's not a contents page as such to show, but they are broken down into easy things to do. So you get background information. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Horrifying. And that is something that happened recently in our game. We're not soldiers though; we're scientists. Ooh. So yeah, absolutely terrifying. Proto-xenomorphs. So again, the story itself is only about 80 pages, but there's a ton of stuff in here. These are kind of outlines, and then you just let your players scare themselves. Really, you just let your players do what they want to do. Oh wow, look at that. That's probably the more H.R. Geiger that we've seen. Do you remember Species? Do you remember the film Species? There you go. That was based on H.R. Geiger. I wonder if we're kind of getting into that realm. You got a list of gear and weapons, vehicles, spacecraft, and there we go. That is the book. As I said, we're playing this at the moment. We are about three sessions in. Yeah, we've already seen an alien, the weird kind of starfish alien, and we've seen some tentacles and bits and pieces. We've had fights with androids, which is always fun. Don't know if we were supposed to, but we did. Right, let's get into the cards. Let's see what these are. As I say, this set, that's going to go straight in the bin. This set is, it is nice. They always feel like there's a texture to it. But these are all story cards. Let's have a look. Story. Right, okay. So we have story cards. We have personal agendas. Are you all going to be personal agendas? Oh, here we go. And we have some items. Let's have a look at these. So keep those on the screen. So we got an EVA-7 pressure pod. It's got lasers. 1 or 2 passengers. That's kind of cool. We've got a flamethrower, which is always good. Damage 3, bonus 1. Has a cost to it. Range is long. All of this is useful information. Electrostatic shotgun. Armor piercing. Very nice. An electrostatic pistol. Now in order sets you get various weapons. So I get to I will add those to my collection. Cool. Personal agendas. We're just gonna It has a breakdown, so I'll give you. Let's look at mine because I know what mine are. So you got there's 3 different acts. Okay, so as the game progresses, I start with this one, and then so I'll read this one out. You made the company look bad, and they want you gone. Until now, they had you buried behind a desk to keep you out of their way. If there's any accidents here, Wayland Yutani is sure to pin on you as well. They'll cancel your contract, and then you can kiss your stocks, pension, and wife goodbye. No. No one dies under your watch. This time, everyone comes home. And that's how I've been trying to play it. No one dies under my watch. That's how I've been trying to do it. That's what I believe anyway. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. But then, so that's Act 1. Then when you get into Act 2, your stuff may change. Now, I'm not going to show you those because we're in game at the moment, and the people who are playing might see this video and they'll go, but I will have a look when I'm not recording. And it breaks down. So it means that your agenda can change. Your personal agenda for your character that you're playing can change. But you can also have one of your players might be a company guy. One of your players might be an android. One of your players might get infected and not tell anyone. There's so many different things that can happen in game that you go from kind of trusting people to not trusting people. So I do like these agendas. These work very, very well. Story cards. Let's take a look at these. Oh, as I said, infected. For example, infected stage 1. If you was to get infected, you feel disorientated and weak. Your eyes are increasingly bloodshot and watery. Soon, small, what does that say? Oh, worm-like creatures can be glimpsed swimming in your eyes and bodily fluids. Oh no, stress level 1. Damn right, I would say stress level 10 if I saw a worm swimming in my eyeball. Jeez. So yeah, infected 2, telltale heart, commune with the darkness. So these are something that could happen. So you've got to be careful. You've got to know what you're doing. Oh, psychosis. You've completely lost your shit. You immediately attack the newest person or creature, friendly or not. You won't stop until you or the target is broken. I mean, wow. What a game state. What a game changer. I need to get some elastic. I need to get an elastic band for that one. But yes, wow. Brilliant. Right, let's put those to the side. Let's have another look at the smaller map. So this is the Turon. Let's have a look at this. Let's sweep around. Here we go. So this is an A3 piece of card. It's laminated, kind of laminated. It's got that matte silk effect. It's not exactly laminated, but it's thick. It's going to be hard to tear that. What we got? Open galley, main airlock. So you don't have, if you're familiar with battle maps, this isn't a battle map game. These are kind of reference material. So you decide, okay, I'm in the conference hall and I want to go to the open office. It means traveling there, but you can see it's fairly open. There's a door here. There's part C. There's medpod. So you decide on where you're going, and if you have tokens, you can put tokens down on the map. There are tokens in the starter box that you could use, but they haven't put tokens in every box set. So you could use any kind of marker that you like. But it's nice to do that. If you're playing online, for example, Demiplane or Roll20, something like that, you get markers that you can put on a digital map and share with everyone. But I love using props, handouts, and maps. We are playing it online, but I much prefer playing in person because you can change the atmosphere. You can turn the lights down. You can do all kinds of stuff like that. Put spooky music on. There's a lot of stuff you can do which you can't do online. But online is pretty good. Don't get me wrong. If you can't get it in person, play online. So that's a Turon. I mean, that's a kind of little mini. Well, I say mini space station. It's a lifeboat, but that seems pretty big. I mean, what, 4 or 8 people sleep in this thing? So that's not bad. Now on the flip side, we have the Ceterina. I hope I've said that right. A commercial plasma harvester tanker. So you got some various stats. You got hull and rating on there. Look, whole armor plate, internal modules, first level artificial intelligence, orbital armaments, orbital mines. Ooh. You need to nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Deck A, that's where Mother is located. And you've got the proper kind of duvet walls, big chunky buttons. It's the black screens with the grey text as it comes on the screen. You have to be, you don't have to be familiar with Alien, but it certainly helps to immerse yourself in that. If you've never played this before, go watch Alien and Aliens. Just watch them all. Watch them all. They're great. Right. Let's look at some of these. We'll see how we go. But you can see how it's broken down. So this is Lark, the psychologist. So you have personal gender. You can fill that in. So you have a buddy and a rival. Oh, the rival is a jury. Spoilers. Maybe I'll put my one on. Right, this is my character. This is my character. So relationships is buddy Drapikowski, rivals is Hedge. No, sadly Drapikowski was dead on arrival. Yeah. Stress level, you tick the box or put a mark in it as you go up. Health, as it goes down. Radiation, yes, radiation is a thing. Critical injuries. Conditions, starving, dehydrated, exhausted or freezing. As we know, space is cold. Considerable air, power, food, water. We do have an element of that. Appearance, blah, blah, blah. And then here's our kind of main stats. These are our, as it says, attributes. So pre-filled in. Again, you can roll your own characters as well. You don't have to use the pre-gens. I kind of like using the pre-gens though. Makes you kind of play a particular part, especially when it tells you that the character you've picked is a goodie or a baddie or will change. You can be baddies as well. Not monster baddies. You can become a monster baddie, but you can be a baddie. So strength 2, agility 3, wits is 5, empathy 4. So that's your main stats. And then each stat has 3 sections coming off of that. So strength, for example, is heavy machinery, close combat, and stamina. Now, if you have points in these, it means you get, so I get 5, and I have 2 points in observation. So if I was doing an observation roll, I do 5 plus 2. If I'm doing a stamina roll, I've only got 2. I cannot, my close combat, it doesn't mean I'm going to fail, but it has less chances to succeed. This is how many dice I'm going to roll. So this isn't 5 plus 2, and I get a 7, you know, do quick maths, Dave, do quick maths. To 7 out of 10, it's not that. It's, I have 7 dice. And as I roll my dice, if I roll it, I've got 7 chances to roll a 6 on each dice. The more 6s, the more successful. But that means I've only got 2 dice to roll a 6. If I fail to roll a 6, I fail the roll. Okay? So the more numbers, the bigger the numbers, the better. That's what we want to go for. So I'm good. I'm fairly good at wits. I've got observation. I've got contact. I've got empathy. My command score is quite high. My encumbrance is 4. Now my encumbrance is because I've got a flash kit and a med kit. I've also got a detection kit. I don't know if that's one of the doop, 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 but I do have my iPad for that. I can use that, which is quite fun. Now on the flip side, oh yeah, and my talents. My talents is like feats. I have my calming presence. Now I can do that any time I wish. You don't get like a long rest and things. Any time I wish, I can use my talent of calming presence, and that will reduce my companions' stress level by 1. But I can only do it when we're in relative safety. It is. I've used it once already. It will come in handy, I am sure. Ujiri. This is me. This is my character. So you get some background information. You get the stats. Full name, Dr. Tetsu Ujiri, age 64, personality, pensive. There we go. All your breakdowns. Main skills. Talents, calming presence. So again, the whole breakdown for you is on the sheet. You as a player don't need your own core rule book. You don't need a player book. It tells you what you need on the sheet, and hopefully your GM or your mother will fill in the blanks. But what I tend to do is, obviously I'm going to be using the core rule book when I'm running Alien. At the moment I'm playing, but when I'm running Alien, I use the core rule book for myself, and then the starter rule book is on the table, so that the players can kind of hand that around. I won't go into all of these because we did that earlier, so that's just a flick through. I will have a look at the handouts. The handouts are quite nice. Now, there are going to be spoilers here, so because they're handouts, I'm not going to read them, but it's nice to see that there are a few handouts. It would have been nicer if they were individual, even if it was just this bit, like a mini postcard. I think it would have been nice. You could hand out 3 postcards. But you could colour copy this. Also, bear in mind, when you buy any book from Freeleague, you automatically get the PDF copy as well. Now, which is great. When you pre-order this, Steve pre-ordered this. He got the PDF copy. Okay, so when you pre-order, you get the PDF copy, and then when the book comes out, you get the book, obviously in the post. If you're buying it now, because this is already out, you'll get the PDF straight away, and in a few days, in the post, you get your book. Nice and easy. There we go. Although they're handouts, and I've not had any handouts yet, it means nothing to me, because we're not at that point of the story. So there's not exactly any spoilers there for me. And last but not least, we've got the giant map, which is very similar to the A3. I do find that that's probably more useful, but this is something I can put on the game table, like a battle map, and everyone can just mark their positions. I have a table riser, I have a bit of perspex on top, keeps the map nice and flat, and then I use my token markers. I find that a lot easier to do. Right, so let's have a quick flick through. Again, it is a big map. I'm not going to have a look through the whole thing, but there we go. Residence deck. So again, you can see quite easily where you would be. And you just put your token on the map, move yourself around. And if it's something small like a tiddlywink or a meeple, you could do that. What if they can get alien meeples? That'd be interesting. If not, someone needs to design that, because I think it's a great idea. Alien meeples. So you got repair bay. You can start to imagine what things are going to be needed. So you got junctions. These are ladders going up into, I would say, venting systems or venting chutes maybe. If you've seen Alien 1, the bit where Dallas is going through his chutes, that's what I imagine it to be. So there's obviously a med pack or a med station. It's kind of like after pandemic, we've got hand cleansing stations everywhere. That's what I think that is. That's just a med pack on the wall. You just go, yep, I'm done. I'm healed. You got repair bay, port hangar deck. We've got docking stations and airlocks. Emergency cryo sleep. Bulk storage. The dustpan. I think, if worst comes to worst, this station is heading into a black hole. And if you kind of failed the game, would you go into the black hole kicking and screaming, or would you put yourself to sleep and then go in a black hole? Ooh! Answers on a postcard, please. Haven't said that for a while. Or you can leave it in the comments below. I love how all this is broken down. So here's an overview map. Look, the Astrometrics Observatory. We've got B, C, D, and E decks, operations, health and wellness, reception, sciences, food and supply, FGH, corrections modules, main concourse, factory complex. To give you a size, I'm assuming that's a sizing scale, maybe. Lower tower, the boiler room. Deck J. But this is, as we saw before, this is huge. It's Erebos. Oh, Oh, so we've got, which bit is this? I'm trying to work out what the bit that this is. Plasma collector more 1. Distillery tanks. Is this the boiler room? Central hub, waste bin, toxic gas, comms tower. This is trawling arm, deck I, plasma cooling jet. Okay, I gotcha. That makes more sense now. I love that. That's quite nice. So it's a double-sided. When you get into the main section, that's where it is. And you get a key. Break everything down. Let's see what we got. Airlocks, ladder access, EVA suit, medkit, workshop engineering, mainframe, radioactive area, med lab, intercom, armory, observation, cryosleep, escape pod, plasma tunnels. Ooh. Deck E, residence. So it's nice. As always, the quality of Freeleague products is, in all honesty, second to none. They do not skimp. And I'm saying that if you've ever bought a Wizards of the Coast product, which is basically Hasbro, they are cheap. They are extremely, extremely cheap. If you've bought their stuff before, you will definitely know what I'm talking about. This stuff is not cheap. I'm going to put these straight into elastic band. There we go. Freeleague do not skimp on any quarter. These are highly gorgeous, high quality products. I've bought many kind of box sets and things over the years from Wizard of the Coast, and they just seem to get worse and worse and worse. The quality of this stuff is worse and worse and worse. This is gorgeous. This is where things should be going. Not lower in quality, but higher in quality. I just noticed that. Yeah, bit slow. But there you go, folks. That's just a quick look. Do go check it out. As I said, it's available now at freeleaguepublishing.com. It's just under £30 here in the UK. Do go check it out. You will not be and there's other bundles as well. You can get VTT stuff bundles. You can get all the PDFs. You can buy the starter set. The starter set, as I mentioned before, is just under £40. So, and you get a ton of stuff in there. Get the starter set. Treat yourself to one of these. Christmas is coming. For the geek in your life, treat them, or tell your partners to put this on your Christmas list. If you've been good this year, I think you deserve it. It's well worth the collection. Go and treat yourself. Until next time, we'll see you again. Remember, like and subscribe below, comments below. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.